Tonight, from Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Bo Nix and the Denver Broncos taking on Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year of the NFL now.
And there's a lot of good to watch in the game last week. He threw 4 touchdown passes. A little bit of concern throwing the 2 interceptions.
Yeah, and the 2 pick.
Yeah, you want the ratio really to be closer to 3-to-1 as opposed to the 2-to-1 that he had. But it is something to build on. They did get the win, didn't they?
Yep. The numbers for him from a week ago. 16 carries, 92 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, to no one's surprise, he gets an early rep right there, and they've been playing their best ball this season as they built this winning streak, and that includes the ground game, where he's kept the offense productive and put them in position to win ball games. The question now is, can this defense that he's facing do what others haven't and finally put a stop to this streak?
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 36. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Here's Nix. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 13-yard line. Here's a handoff out of the gun. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. To throw is Nix. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Nix throwing on 3rd down. To the right side, he's got Vele. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. In motion right goes Sutton. They'll go for it. Here's Nix. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. Well, they miss an opportunity to put some points on the board on the opening drive. They pass on the field goal. What'd you think?
I'm looking at it from a positive standpoint for them. First drive of the game. They set the tone, right? They go downfield. They let them know how aggressive they're going to be all game long. Even though they don't get it, because it's the first drive of the game, you're not that worried about it. Hey, we've got plenty of other opportunities as this game moves on.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 4 catches, 62 yards, and a touchdown. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes.
And he's able to pull that last pass in.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Still on his feet. He may go. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Rashee Rice, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 7-0. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. On 1st and 10, here's Nix. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Nix to the air. That's caught. It's Marvin Mims. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Working out of the gun is Nix. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. The Broncos at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 45-yard line. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. On play action, here's Nix. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll go play action with Nix. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Broncos. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Broncos are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. To throw, here's Nix. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to have a Broncos 1st down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Nix. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing Nix. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A First carry now for Jaleel McLaughlin. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. So 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he will have a Broncos first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. Off the play fake, here's Nix. They'll roll him out right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. All right, the offense back on the field here. Let's see what they can do on this play. Nix to throw on first down. A short throw to Ingram. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Nix now on 1st and 10. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Nix. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix. That is caught. He's going to have the first down and then some. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Nix from the shotgun. Throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Nix going to tap this forward. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A great play there. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Throwing on 1st and 10 is Nix. Over the middle, it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Hands it off out of the gun. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. A short throw to Ingram, and he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Got the defense on their heels. 2 first downs in a row, and now a pickup of 8. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. They were going for it on 4th and inches, now 4th and 5.
Yeah, everything had built to a crescendo, hadn't it? 4th and inches. I mean, we were coming out of our chairs up here. Now on 4th and 5, you've got to think about whether you want to go for it or not.
It'll be a 1st and 10 coming up as this offense takes over possession of the football in the 3rd quarter. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Back to throw. Nix. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Off the play fake. Nix. Forced out to his left. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. Looking to throw. Nix. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sutton. And he's got this down to the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, PI gives them the 1st.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards. On 2nd down, it's Nix. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Touchdown! Ebony. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Off the bootleg, here's Nix. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. To throw on 3rd down. Nix. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
That's taken in left side by Vele. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Chiefs are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
They'll look to throw again. And this one complete again to Mims. Touchdown, Broncos. Marvin Mims, a 9-yard. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. KC's offense ready to take over. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the 2nd half. Here is 3rd and 5. Here's Pacheco once again. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. He'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain night, and it's a good one. This is taken at about the 14. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. So the Broncos now down by 7. A little over a minute to go. They need a touchdown and the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Able to find Mims. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Back to throw. Finding Sutton, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Final minute, no timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Back to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.